Oh, what is going on, buddy?
Ow!
It is Pickles here, and welcome
That looks like
back.
a Galaga ship. Doesn't it?
I guess.
No.
That?
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
the
a little
grid.
bit. Yeah. Welcome back to Last Defense Academy. When we left off, we've got giant commander chicken demon thing.
What do you mean chicken? What is chicken like about that?
I
It's a
don't know.
giant monster head
It's
on
definitely,
legs.
it's definitely a monster, I'll tell you that. And we got to defeat it. And then that's going to help NOZOMI be normal and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to get things moving over here. With a little bit of tit for tat.
Don't say that.
How's this?
Bow.
So
How's this?
Says, oh, it's awful.
I'm ready
It's like,
whenever.
oh, sorry. I had a plan in my head.
It's like,
Plan
oh,
was
that
falling
bullet
apart.
was all my blood.
Plan is back in action. I do believe. My
leave
plan
it to me.
is in action. I'm enacting the action of acting. What?
I've got you. 2
Um.
arms.
What's your thing look like if you're standing right
Leave
there?
it to me.
That's not good enough for me. All right.
Can we all of us use the
Yes,
blood
leave it to me.
manipulation curse technique? That's what we're doing right now.
I mean,
Where's the lie?
you know, when you're right, you're right. This will be the best
guess
thing.
it's
It's just like a very advanced form of it. Ooh.
Okay, that can help a lot.
That's a
Instead
good
of getting him
one.
to do an attack there, because it should have our big boy up in there. Yeah.
You can rotate.
Yeah, he's in there. All right. I'll do a bit of
God,
that.
he's beefy though.
Listen, as much as I'm sus of him, I love his
Leave the
attacks.
rest to you.
Huh?
Ato.
We haven't seen his attack yet. I'm talking about the commander.
Oh, I thought
He's
you were talking.
beefy.
Oh. Well, I mean, I thought you were talking about him doing something cool there. I was
No,
like,
'cause
yeah.
he- no,
or his
'cause you
attack.
were-
I thought you were saying his attack was beefy.
No, you were saying because he gets the big guy in there, and I saw, and we rotate it, and I saw it only takes 5 off, and he has 55, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's beefy though. I was not talking about Ato.
Ready.
Gotcha.
Ever be.
I misheard
Ato
that.
is not beefy.
I thought you were talking about his attack on
No,
itself, because his attack is pretty good.
I would not say he's beefy about his attack.
Let's see. I would love to get them out of fatigue.
What's the audio version of reading comprehension? Listening comprehension?
Sure.
Because that's what you needed to work on there.
Listen.
Listening, unlike you.
Fuck.
Oh, got him.
No, stop
Off
that.
my back.
Stop, no.
Onward.
Onward. 2 arms.
Do I want to get her in that fucking mess?
That will always be one of my favorite bits to do. When she says 2 arms,
Let us begin.
2 arms, we're gonna
Yeah.
fight. I'm just like, huh, 2 legs.
It's fucking crazy.
It's silly.
Um,
It's fun to do.
They're in a bit of a position where her tic-tac-toe board is a bit fucky. Man. Okay.
I've got this. Let's go.
2 arms.
That can
Huzzah!
take care of some business, if you will.
Have at me.
Have at me.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Get some magic happening.
He's a little tired. You got the
Time for
polychunguses
action.
in there.
How do I best want to go about this? Because I want to get her out of the mess. I want to try and take care of these 3 guys here the
What
best
are
way
they
I can.
actually called, by the way?
What?
The polychungus.
Oh, these guys are not even close
Yeah.
to that.
Tabrilla.
Tabrilla. The Tabrillas.
I like my name better.
Of course you do.
Leave it to me.
Mighty Jumanji slash will not do enough because you're next to the boss. I hate that.
Mighty
could give you the
Jumanji slash.
attack.
It just summons Robin Williams.
God, dude.
Let us
No, someone's
begin.
Jack Black.
What?
Because he's in the later Jumanji
Oh.
movies. All right. You know what? I'll
This
do one
should
of
hinder
these.
them. Onward.
Did I just show my age?
That may be the case, but shh, it's okay.
Because that's the
My
superior
apologies.
Jumanji.
It absolutely
Robin
is. I will
Williams,
not
the
deny
original.
that in
Let us
any
begin.
sense.
What year is it?
Isn't it?
What year is it?
Okay.
That meme
Onward.
came from that movie.
How many attacks would I? Ooh, but the problem is, once again, it inflicts stun. I'd have to have NOZOMI up there to do some business
That
with that.
movie made me terrified of drum beats as a child.
Had me terrified of everything as a child. And when my aunt had a Jumanji board, I hated that.
I remember you
I
telling me about
despised
that.
everything about that being a thing.
And I was like, what? I would have been terrified of it. And
Yeah,
you're like,
I was. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking telling me.
Was she ever like, do you want to play? And you're like, no.
Just hear the drums in my dun 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 dun.
I was a mean older sister though. Like my younger sister, she's 4 years younger than me, and
Yeah.
I saw it when we saw it when we were like
I'm ready.
kind of little.
Yeah.
There'll be times I would just like afterwards. I was like 10 years old,
Time for action.
and she was like 6, and I would like make like a drum beat sound like on the back of the couch, and she would start getting scared, like genuinely scared, and I thought
Oh,
it was
no.
funny.
Let us
That's
begin.
mean.
That's older sibling energy.
Honestly, like Jesus
You
Christ.
wouldn't know. You're the younger sibling of your family.
That's how I know.
Yeah.
I was on the other side of it.
But then I'd be like, it's
Let us
fine. It
begin.
was just me. It's fine. I would calm her down immediately after. I wouldn't like make her believe that it was actually the Jumanji game box hidden somewhere under the floors of our house or something.
Leave it to me.
We'll want to go crazy on this. We'll see. Let me do a
Onward.
few more attacks to bring it down some. I'm just going crazy right now.
Nin nin.
Onward.
2 arms.
Let us
I'll
begin.
do 8 plus 1.
Onward.
Do I want to do that?
Well, you've really whittled them down, huh?
I'm just focusing on that so that
Okay, would you be able to get Polychungus in there too?
no, because the movement's not
Ah.
quite right. I would have to do some other
dash.
stuff to make it happen. But there's already, because of fatigue and all that, that's all been going on. So
Woo. Full speed.
wouldn't be able to get that. I thought it too, so I can't blame you. 3
It's
of those
essentially
little
the same
guys will be
thing.
fine.
Full throttle, full speed. I've infected you.
You really have.
Our friend Allie infected us, and then I infected you
2
further
arms.
with my hyperfixation.
Yeah. You know what? I will do.
2 legs. I was late.
Christ. I will do this just because with the last attack point, I wouldn't be able to do much good with it. Because even if I used that wouldn't work. So I'm just gonna. Bam!
I leave the rest to you.
Okay.
Being an older sibling is complicated. Because if you can pick on your younger sibling, like any
That
day
just
of the
give
week.
itself a shield of 10.
Oh, but then when
Oh,
someone
that's
else
gross.
does it, it's fight time.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if your older brother was ever like that.
My turn.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
he'd pick on you, but if anyone else would pick on you, he'd be like,
Yeah.
It's the balance of the universe. What
Um,
is that?
It's doing one of those cannons where you have to not be in the purple if it's gonna do an attack.
I just got
so-
flashbacks
I'm ready
to
whenever.
Tactica. Remember the yellow?
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of like that
We better get moving.
with the little exclamation points.
So I'll do like 4, 8, 12. I'm trying
Let
to do
us
some
begin.
math here to hopefully.
This
Okay,
is my
I think I
true
should be able to do this
power.
on this turn
Look
and
at her
not worry
go.
about it. Alright, there we go. And now.
That's what it's.
I'm
God
ready
damn it.
whenever.
at
I'm
11.
gonna go over here. I think I should be able to do it. So that'll stop at the
Yes, leave it
attack,
to me.
so that's fine.
Here we go.
Now with these attacks, I should have it done. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You're in the way.
Battle done. Battle over.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Yeah, I wish I knew what you said.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
same.
be like, no, please, don't do it. We're
like-
being forced against our will to do this.
Oh God.
Now we just have to finish it off.
Let's get this over with quick. Ima's waiting.
Wait. Would you mind letting me finish this, Commander?
Yeah.
Lady Nozomi, you wish to kill it? Isn't your hemo anima too weak for that?
Too long of a
I
story.
just want to try. If it doesn't work, go ahead in my place.
Nozomi, are you really going to do this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
It backfires and
I
fucking
want to
kills her.
keep
It
fighting
blows
God.
her from the inside out.
This is all I have.
All right.
She looks so not menacing though. Her dainty little pose.
Well, let's see how it goes when this
Okay,
happens.
I understand.
She's like, "Can you work, please?"
It's like, how do I feel?
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
She's not happy
that's
about
not,
it.
That's... I wonder if that's to it or if that's to us, you know.
No, she's saying I'm sorry because, you know, she doesn't like killing things like that. But she's like, I'm sorry. I had to do this. Because look, her hemo is
No,
boosted.
because she fully supports... She's never killed herself because it doesn't benefit her. She's always been behind killing the commanders. She's never had a problem with it before.
No, but I feel like
She doesn't personally do it because her hemo anima didn't gain any benefits from it, so she gave other people the ability to do it.
I don't know.
I think it might be sorry because she didn't feel a change.
Well, it's literally just said it. Her hemo anima was boosted.
Well, I mean, let's see what happens.
It literally, she's literally got an
Let's
upgrade.
let's hear how it goes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Did it work? Do you feel anything? Nozomi?
Oh, right, I'm voice-headed.
Yes.
Sorry, it just startled me a bit. My fever and fatigue disappeared like they were never there.
So?
Yes, looks like it worked.
Really? That's great.
She was saying sorry to the commander.
Which
Which means she probably knows something about them and won't tell us.
She might. What's up? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Hemoanimer, or rather,
Hemo
cryptoglobin.
animer.
It can gain power by absorbing other cryptoglobin. Because of that, Nozomi managed to suppress her rejection symptoms. The commander, meanwhile, ended up turning into a blackened mummy afterwards. Would that happen to one of us if someone absorbed our power instead? Ima?
That's the only way to get us killed is by doing that. What about Ima? Where is he?
Oh, that's right. We have to look for Ima. Oh, we can't find a specific location using the transmitter signal alone, right?
No, because that's the fucking commander is not Ima's.
Yes, we only know he's somewhere in this base.
You don't know. That's bothering me.
I mean, it's a pretty decent assumption to make.
And then we must split up and search for him.
But for sure he's in here somewhere. We just gotta search every last suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Wait, that took over me. We started our search for Ima, exploring the base that was now devoid of all enemies.
Ima! Where are you? Hey, where are you? If you can hear me, say something.
It'd be crazy if that commander was him.
It'd be weird.
Come on, we came all this way to save your ass. Get out here already.
Prisoner! You're in here too, right?
Called out as we searched every inch of the enemy base. But
Ima!
Damn.
Where are you? Please answer me.
Sir Ima, where are you?
Isn't that
I'm
like
going
a
to
building?
search over there.
I was like, has
don't they
anyone
go in
gone
there?
in? I feel like you would find everything inside
Okay,
the building.
thanks.
Yeah.
But desperately continuing to search for Ima. But there's no way you can go inside a pyramid of sorts. We went searching all through the night. We couldn't find any trace of him anywhere.
Did you look inside that? Okay.
Maybe they didn't have it in the budget to go inside, but It's already completely light out.
If we search this much for Sir Ima without finding him, perhaps he's not here after all.
But the signal from transmitter was coming from this area. He and the prisoner have to be somewhere in this base.
Turn around and look behind you.
It's way too big an area. Why couldn't you come and make a more powerful transmitter? It was from the Gift-O-Matic. You didn't have a choice.
But there are spots we haven't searched yet, right? Let's look there too.
It was then that we heard someone calling us from far off.
Hey, everybody! Here, come over here!
Eito?
It's Eito. Did he find something? Of course he would find something!
Is it my dear brother?
Well, don't look!
Oh god.
He's a bit of a mummy right now, but we all took off at once in the direction of the voice.
What if, though?
Well, he doesn't look happy. When we got there, we were greeted by Eito. He looked shaken and pale. What's wrong, Eito? Did something happen? In the shadows there, I looked in the direction Eito was pointing, and what I saw was...
Ooh.
I was joking?
But who is that?
A blackened, mummified corpse lying on the ground. Could be a couple people, technically, because it could also be...
the commander, or it could be Ima.
And it could also be Haruko, technically, in a way, because we don't know where she went.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it wasn't the body of the commander we just fought, but a different one altogether. What the? Don't tell me. Is this Ima?
What?
I wondered if that was the case, too, so I investigated, but actually...
Oh.
I was just about to say that's a way to identify, because that would solidify.
Yeah.
Though that could also still be,
Commander.
Well, I was gonna also say our old friend who disappeared fucking 60 days ago.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about initially.
Well, I'm saying it could be any of the three of them.
That's why I was also saying it could be not in a woman's body.
Well, no, I'm saying with this being the case, it could be the commander or Haruko.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying this eliminates Ima from it, but they can't assume it's the commander. What? If it's a woman, then this mummy must be...
Yes, it's the remains of our prisoner.
Oh boy, it's gonna sit well with Showman. This mummy is the prisoner's body? Why? Why is she like this? Someone absorbed her Ima Anima, like NOZOMI did to the commander earlier.
I wonder if Ima did it. And that someone would be...
Another commander, most likely. I can't imagine who else would want to do this.
You're saying Ima wouldn't want to?
Maybe she got into a fight, or was betrayed by another invader. She might even have been punished for allowing herself to be captured. Whatever the reason, they killed her and stole her power. And this is the end result.
It's so cruel, though. How could they do this to one of their own? Damn, those bastards are rotten to the core.
I always knew they were villains, but the invaders truly are evil incarnate.
Could you imagine? I'm just gonna give you some for splicing. Could you imagine if whoever that was, be it Ima, or the commander, or Haruko, if they were alive, but Eito just fucking murdered them and ate their Himo Anima in cold blood, and no one witnessed it. So he could get away with that.
Huh.
Anyways, did you read that?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I don't remember. Short-term memory, gone.
What about Ima? Wasn't he with her?
I'm sorry, all I found was this body. I didn't see any sign of him. There are no other bodies like this around either.
And where is he? He was supposed to be with the prisoner.
If he ain't here, he had to have been taken somewhere else. Somewhere else? I think so too. It seems highly probable, at least.
Where? Where was he taken?
We just don't know. I hate to say it, but we're back to square one.
No. It's okay, Kako. There's no way we'll give up. Besides, if there were no other mummified bodies here, that must mean Ima's still alive.
Right, they wouldn't go to the trouble of taking him away just to kill him. There's still hope we can save him.
That's true. They wouldn't have captured him if they wanted him dead. They would have just killed him right outside the school. Yeah, you're right. It's too early to despair. If he's not dead here, then he must be alive somewhere. So if we beat the invaders, I'm sure to see him again. I'll be sure. I'll whatever. Indeed. I doubt someone as obstinate as Sir Ima would die that easily.
That's a way to put it. Maybe he'll learn their language and he's already talking his way out of trouble with them. If anyone could, it would be him.
Yeah. That's right. It is Ima, after all. Jack of all trades.
Yep.
I'm all right. I won't cry anymore, and I won't give up. I promised Ima that I would go on, even without him.
We'll still have a chance to save him. When that time comes, we'll definitely bring him home safe.
But
Oh, you're gonna mope about this, man. They were crazy about that invader girl, but still. In the end, she was still our enemy. And if it would have worked out for you two. That's right. She was the enemy. But I kind of felt sorry for her.
sorry.
When she was in the cage, she'd always cry when night came.
Oh.
She wanted to go home so badly. That's what I thought when I saw her. Maybe she had some reason she had to go back, just like us. A reason to go back? We all have people we care about and want to see again. Maybe she was the same.
What are you saying? Such tender feelings are surely alien to wicked monsters like them.
But that's why she surrendered to us. Because she wanted to live. I thought if I could learn to communicate with her, I might find out why.
And now, that wish will never come true. I never even got to learn how different we were. Or how alike.
Pah! You're still prattling on about that. The invaders trying to destroy humanity are evil. Therefore, we, humanity's defenders, are righteous. Every last thing about us is different. We are polar opposites. Evil does not need our sympathy. Please, Kyoshka, calm down. Gosh, she's on such a high horse about good and evil all the time.
She's right. That's exactly right. I'm sorry, I was being overly sentimental. It's the prisoner's fault that Ima's been kidnapped. How could I sympathize with her? I'm sorry for being such a stupid, creepy trash bag of a human being.
Damn.
Shoma.
I know Ima isn't here, so there's no reason to stick around anymore. Everyone's probably worried about us. We should go back to the academy for now.
We never found Ima, so they're probably gonna say it was a waste of a trip. But even if it's not their main headquarters, I think it's a good thing we took down the invader base. If we'd left it alone, all the invaders stationed here would have attacked the school eventually.
True.
Yeah, that alone made it worth doing this. Even discounting that argument, this trip hasn't been a complete waste of time. It was unfortunate that we couldn't find Ima.
It helped Nozomi too. Yep.
We'd successfully suppressed Nozomi's rejection symptoms. That was a big win for us.
And let's go back to our friends at Last Defense Academy.
Sorry, I had to interrupt.
What was that sound?
I'm the ghost watching over you.
Oh my god.
And so those of us who entered the invader base confirmed the absence of Ima and the death of our captured commander. We decided to return to Last Defense Academy and plan our next move. The hours ticked by as we rode along the bumpy roads in the school bus.
I'm still not fully convinced that that was the prisoner's body.
Oh, absolutely not. I only have been burned wrong by a Kodaka game already when it comes to burned bodies. But by the time we finally returned to school,
it's mummified.
Well, remains that you can't identify anymore.
Yeah.
You can't fool me twice! By the time we finally returned to school, it was already dark. As we stopped in the parking lot and exited the school bus.
Welcome back, guys. Glad to see you're okay.
Welcome home, Ema. Wait, where is he? Oh, shit, sorry. It looks like everything's good here, too.
Obviously, you wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't. Another peaceful day free of haters. It was painfully boring.
So where's Ema? I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, well, about that, he wasn't at the base. Huh? He wasn't?
We searched it from corner to corner, but we didn't find him. I think he's been taken someplace else. And the prisoner? We found her, but she was dead, already turned into a blackened mummy. What? A mummy?
You think she was killed by her allies? Lucky girl, we were killing each other right now. God.
Every time. Always the best.
So you're saying you didn't achieve anything at all?
Hell no. We crushed their base. All the invaders there got wiped out. Cutting down their forces that much is a big achievement.
Well, whatever. Let's just say you're right. More importantly, do we know where Ema was taken?
Not yet, but we're certain he's still alive. Don't know why you're saying that.
Hey!
Which means he still has a chance of. We still have a chance to get him back.
You don't know he's still alive. Oh my god. Yes, I'm not giving up. I'll never give up.
I'm just running off the assumption that they would have killed him early on if they were going to kill him. But still, who knows? Maybe it has to be a ritual done on a fucking stomping ground 20 miles away.
They're like, oh,
Tanima.
we're like, we know he's in this space.
But yeah, that went well, didn't it?
We know he's still alive. No, you don't. You don't have solid proof.
Anyways.
That's right. We'll get you back for sure. By the way, Nozomi, you're looking a lot healthier. Are you feeling better now? Yes, I must have recovered during our journey to the base. Sorry for worrying you.
It's pretty late. You guys mind if we save the details for tomorrow? Good point. I'm exhausted.
Have it your way. This is Burger King after all. Consider yourself dismissed for today.
The impromptu meeting broke up when we dragged our tired bodies back to our rooms.
No comment on my joke.
Oh, which one?
What do you mean, which one? The only joke I've made in the past, 5 minutes. The have it your way. This is Burger King.
Oh my god. God damn it. Yeah, that's right.
You said nothing.
I think my brain tried to tone it out.
Even though you've made that exact same joke multiple times.
Love to do it. Phew. I'm beat. Back in the room, I fell onto my bed.
Never making a joke ever
Guess I'll sleep for now after I gain at least a little stamina. Took everything I had just to mumble those words to myself. Closed my eyes, still slumped haphazardly on top of the covers. I also had an idea that terrifies me and immediately fell into a deep sleep.
Remember when I was a little kid, I thought it was pronounced Stanima. But it's stamina. I would get it mixed up because brain.
That's fair.
Time to rise and shine.
Reading the dyslexia.
Get ready for your 74th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
You're ready.
No bad.
Prepare to spend
hold
another
on.
day enduring the
That was weird.
Get ready for your 74th day of active
You had to mix it up
service here
somehow.
at Last Defense. Durable
Yeah, get
and
ready.
suffering. Be ready to give your.
What were you gonna say?
Hold on, let's talk about thought. I woke up to the morning announcement and slowly got out of bed. I have a thought.
I think maybe that it might be the same thought that I thought of, where that corpse was Hiruko and Eito killed her.
It's
because
possible.
if we found her and we brought her back, she would disrupt everything that has been built up in terms of team dynamics and stuff. And I don't think he wanted that.
I hear you.
I don't think he would want her intruding on what kind of peace he'd finally achieved in this
Fair.
group.
I'll give you a flip side. I think Hiruko's been dead for a long time. That could have been Ima, that could have been the commander. I don't know. But we have a little bit of a fact that we can tack onto something else as a possible puzzle piece. Now that we understand Nozomi's situation, I'm gonna throw something towards you because it's a fact that pops up every once in a while, but we haven't talked about it since the very beginning, since really meeting Eito. And that is that oftentimes, without him telling us what's wrong,
he said he's
feels
kind of sick. Yeah.
He gets sick easily.
He said he's always been a sickly person, though.
What if that's his cover, but what if he is another individual suffering from the rejection symptoms? And without wanting to tell us what's going on, he needs to get those symptoms fixed.
But he can use his stuff just fine. Unlike Nozomi.
I mean, we don't know the full scope on if you are successfully transmitted, if that means you're free of those symptoms.
Because, we don't have them.
But, he may be a little different. Everyone can be a little different. Who knows? I'm just saying I can't get rid of the possibility that he may secretly be suffering from those symptoms too.
Yeah.
And so he could have relieved them once by utilizing Hiruko, and maybe done it again with either Ima / the commander, whichever one. Could be a possibility.
And he's the one who, investigated the body, so he could have just lied and said it was female.
Yeah.
There's,
But Let's keep rolling. Woo! I slept like a log, but my body hadn't fully recovered from yesterday's exhaustion yet. Today's day 74, huh? Only 26 days left. Sorry, they came over me. It's do or die now. There's no time. Don't say there's no time to relax, but don't say it's do or die. No die in there. It's just do. It's just do. For now, I need to consult with everybody about our plans.
Well, or die and then be brought back.
In certain circumstances. Anyone around? Nope. Or you're in the hallway for some reason.
Do or die doesn't have as much heavy meaning in this world.
Yeah. If only that transmitter had been more powerful. Well, you get what you get from the gift-o-matic. Small size help, though. It's allowing me to stick it on the prisoner. That reminds me, where exactly did you attach it to her? And how? Come on, there's plenty of little orifices on a person's body where you can stick a little something like that. Especially when it comes to the ladies. I wish I hadn't asked.
I like that he's just saying that and he just like stuck it in her ear or something.
Yeah. Could you imagine if one day he like double checks himself and it's like, oh, the transmitter's not even in that base anymore, which shows that the commander like had left and that was a different person. But, hi there, friends.
Finally, everyone's here. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. Tell us in detail what happened.
Yeah, of course. Well, I told everyone the full story of what we experienced at the enemy base.
So you had to fight over there after all. That must have been tough. You literally said you wiped out the whole thing.
Seriously though, how are we going to get Ema back now?
It's a problem, all right. We don't have any leads to tell us where to start looking.
Even if we don't go looking for him, it's possible the enemy might bring Ema to us. What do you mean? The invaders are going to use him. I'll bet that's why they took him in the first place. Use him? How? Not like they did with Moko? No, all the commanders have different powers. I don't think any of the others have that copy ability. My guess is they'll use some other approach. No idea what it'll be yet, though.
Maybe they'll turn him into a hideous monster and he'll come crawling back begging to be put out of his misery. That happens.
Okay.
Stop that. You're scaring Kako.
But if the enemy's going to use Ema in some way, that might be our best chance to take him back.
Yes, we'll turn it around and use their plan against them. I won't let things play out like they did with Moko. This time we won't lose anyone.
Yeah, whatever slimy tactic they come at us with.
They come at us with.
Fuck it. We just gotta strike back at them even harder. But you think I know words? I know fists.
At any rate, there's no moves for us to make right now. We'll just have to carry on like normal for now. Kako, are you okay with that? Honestly, I'd prefer to go looking for Ema right now, but we have no idea where he is. And if we don't protect the academy, he won't have a place to come back to. So I'm going to focus on getting stronger and preparing for a chance to save him. I'll work harder and harder and get stronger and stronger.
Harder, better, faster, stronger. Okay.
Stop. Lady Kako.
Who threw tear gas in here? The smoke is getting my eyes. It ain't me. That's right. All we can do now is wait. Our chance is sure to come eventually. The thing that worries me the most is how the invaders intend to use Ema. Might be something none of us could even imagine.
Hey, Takumi.
Huh? I looked up at the sound of Nozomi's voice to see her staring at me.
There's something I want to talk to you about. If it's not an inconvenience, could I come to your room later?
Yeah, sure. My room? Yeah, that's fine.
Good. I'll see you later then.
Okay.
God.
The shy smile Nozomi wandered off. Well, it looks like our discussion is done here. So I'm going to take off for now. I don't want to see the lovebird flirting. Y'all ready? You're not even eat yet, though. Is it too unpleasant to be in the same room as me?
Bruh.
No, I just don't have much of an appetite today. There's also a little something I want to check out in the library.
Interesting.
That ate till I left the cafeteria.
I'm done eating too. I'm going to go train.
Kako devoured her breakfast in no time at all, rushing out to the room right after. I'm gonna go eat in the bio lab. I'm in the middle of developing some interesting medication.
Medication?
Look forward to seeing the results.
What are you doing?
Then Yugamu stood up from his seat and left. I don't trust that.
Yeah. Wow, what kind of interesting medication does he mean? Maybe something for an upset tummy?
That's just regular medication. Guess I'll go work out. You guys should stop dicking around and get pumped.
We must not fall behind, Holy Jumanji Sword. We're going to train. Then I guess I'll go to the garage.
I have to clean up the prisoner's cage. I'll be going too. She's not there, so I'm just cleaning up after her. But everyone left the cafeteria one after another. Still have a lot on their minds right now.
You paupers should work hard and sweat hard. I'm going to enjoy a nice refined tea party alone.
Alone.
Seeing everyone working so hard is making me feel bleaker and bleaker. Jeremy, you're such a horrible loser. You should just die. Look, you're crying again.
You need
Girl.
You need Jesus. I finished my breakfast and went back to my room to prepare myself for our next battle.
I was about to make a Greek mythology joke and say you need Zeus, but no one needs Zeus.
No, okay, I can't just sit around and relax. But first, that must be her. I was right at the door waiting. I opened the door, and as I expected, Nozomi was standing there.
Sorry to come by like this. Is now a good time?
Yeah, no problem. Come in.
Stop making him sound so much more that.
He's nervous.
Thank you.
You said you had something you wanted to talk to me about?
Before that, I should get one thing off my chest.
She's voicing.
Takumi, thank you so much.
Oh.
Nozomi bowed her head deeply.
Damn, yeah.
It's fine. It's embarrassing when you say it like that. More importantly, you feeling better now? She finally raised her head.
Yes, I'm fine now. Thanks to you, I'm in perfect shape again. I was skeptical that absorbing cryptoglobin would actually stop the rejection symptoms, but I haven't had any problems since then. I still can't use hemoanima like everyone else, though.
Well, it's just good that we managed to stop the symptoms.
I've been thinking. I want to tell you the truth, Takumi.
Huh?
You've helped me so much. I can't keep this a secret anymore.
Don't get kidnapped after this.
You saved my life, so I'm going to trust you and tell you everything.
The law!
What I know, what I've been hiding, and what separates me from the rest of you. Will you hear me out?
Fucking duh!
And then she just gets beamed up.
We just watch her get fucking obliterated in front of us.
God.
Can't have the truth coming out now. Go ahead, I'm all ears.
Okay, but I want you to keep everything I'm about to tell you a secret from the others. At least until we make it to day 100.
That's fine. That's what you wanted to. That's why you wanted to be in my room, right? It's just the two of us here. We won't have to worry about anyone else over here. I'm sure no one's outside eavesdropping through our door, especially not Hato. I mean, he's in the library.
You know what's so funny?
Huh?
Remember when we were like in the room that one time? She's like, "Hey, can we meet in a classroom where it's more secluded so we have privacy?" And now she's about to tell us something way more important than she was in the classroom, but she's staying in the room instead this time.
Game logic. You have to move around a little bit. They paid for the assets for that classroom. They're gonna use it, damn it. It'll all be okay. I'll keep it a secret, I promise.
Okay, thank you.
And with that, Nozomi started to tell the story, little by little.
Please be voice-acted.
I told you some of this earlier, but unlike everyone else, I came to Last Defense Academy of my own volition.
Yeah, I know that part already.
I did it to fulfill the dream my mother and I shared, but also to get revenge for my mom.
Oh.
Revenge?
My home environment was a little unusual. My father died in a car accident when I was little.
Yeah.
And my mom was so busy with work, she was almost never home.
I've heard that story before.
I was always alone. Except when Mom would come home during breaks. She told me a lot about her research. She was so obsessed with it. I don't think she had anything else to talk about.
She's adorable. Look at her.
She'd say it was just between us, and tell me about all of the things she'd learned, about how world death devastated the Earth's surface, and how the Tokyo residential complex was an underground shelter. Even that humanity was doomed to extinction at the rate things were going. I heard it all from my mom.
So you knew all those secrets from a young age?
Yes. At the time, those secrets were one of the few connections I had with her. It was still frightening, though. I cried the first time I heard about it.
Now, why don't you just casually tell that to a kid? Back then, I didn't really understand what kind of work my mom was doing. But as I got older, I started to get a better idea. My mom was a researcher working at Kamukura General Hospital. She was involved in a project to save humanity.
She was so absorbed in the project that she'd forget to eat and sleep.
Damn.
To her, it was a mission she poured her entire life into. She'd always tell me she was going to make the project a success and save mankind, and that even though this meant I'd be lonely, we had to do what we could, together.
When I was in the upper grades of elementary school, my mom suddenly came to me with a serious look on her face. She said she wanted me to work with her to make the project a success.
And by work with her, she meant...
She'd reached a crucial stage in her research that would make or break the project. After a series of failures, upper management refused to give her permission to perform more experiments, preventing her from progressing any further. That's when she asked me if I would help with the research.
Alright, yeah, Mother of the Year.
Yeah, right?
She was asking you to be a test subject?
An illegal test subject.
Uh-huh.
It sounds horrible, doesn't it? But when she asked me, I was happy.
I was so proud of my mother. She was a heroine to me, working to save humanity without anyone knowing about it. And I was happy that I could be of use to her. I thought, if I helped out with her research, we would get more time together.
That's not how you should have to think about that.
If you said I'd been brainwashed, it would be kind of true.
Okay, yeah. Then, on a day when the other workers were off, I went with my mom to Kamukura General Hospital.
I helped with her research as a test subject.
And that was the experiment. To transfuse cryptoglobin into you.
It seems like she regretted what she was doing. She apologized and cried a lot.
Wow. she apologized and cried a lot, but you know.
Oh, man.
But I actually had a good time at the hospital. I'd often explore the hospital alone and give my mom a headache. But I don't remember too much from that time. I guess because the rejection symptoms were so rough.
That must have been hard for you.
Not so much. It didn't really get bad until after that.
After that?
The cryptoglobin transfusion experiments kept failing, and I kept experiencing rejection symptoms. Even so, the research progressed little by little, but then, just after I started high school, my mother committed suicide.
Suicide?
Ha!
In her note to me, which I found after her death, she wrote down some of her research, but upper management didn't really tell her all that much. She didn't know how cryptoglobin came to be created. All she'd been ordered to do was find a way to transfuse it without causing rejection symptoms. She'd been told that if she succeeded at that, she'd be able to save humanity from world death.
How would cryptoglobin save humanity?
According to her suicide note, there were enemies of mankind trying to prevent humanity from surviving world death. My mom was told this power was needed to eliminate those enemies.
Why would she unalive herself?
Boy, isn't that the question.
If she's actively working to find a way to keep humanity alive, essentially, why would she, huh?
Also, I want to say that I totally called it where in like fucking day 40 or whatever when she was talking about, they were in an argument and she was talking about how Ima Hanamo was made to protect the world, and I was like, I feel like she has insider information because we don't really have that information. I was right on that one. I also had a second theory that's kind of gonna suck, I guess, if it's true. But what if Nozomi's mom is Karawa? And Nozomi is a clone of Karawa's DNA.
What the fuck are you
They're
talking
hiding
about?
Nozomi's mother's face, but you can see their hair is stark white, just like Nozomi's here. I think Nozomi's mother was Karawa. I know that we look the same, but if we were in these test tubes and they cryo-froze everyone inside there, they'd be kept at their same age.
Shit, okay.
Listen!
Are you forgetting that the whole reason why Takumi chose to fight was to protect Karawa on the battlefield? With him? Remember? It was to protect her. The monsters were crowding around her unconscious body.
Yeah.
and you're that. Did you forget that? I think you forgot.
No. I remember that. And here's my thought, okay?
You're smiling.
Here's my thought, all right?
It's creepy.
And knowing these guys, it could happen, all right? What if?
Oh God, you're about to say something stupid. Whenever you're smiling, you're about to say something
What if the
incredibly
Tokyo
stupid.
residential complex, all right?
Is Jurassic Park.
No. It's like an onion. And it has layers.
All right, Shrek.
Because what
are you
happened?
talking about?
Because the TRC was attacked, crazy things happened. So you would think, oh, the world's gone. But everyone that was left was transferred into a lower level of the TRC. They've gone further underground. So NOZOMI, I would say, I guess the best way to put it is that Karawa survived the attack and with the rest of the survivors moved into a deeper part of the TRC, where she then became a researcher because Takumi disappeared in the midst of all of it and she got dragged into it. And then was like, okay, I've got to do all this. And NOZOMI is her daughter in that whole situation.
But why would her daughter have all the same backstory about dad dying in a car accident?
Because it's a clone and had the memories passed down. Because it's an easy way to keep that going. It's her DNA
then she's
redone.
not a daughter.
Yeah, sure it is.
A daughter is offspring. If she's a clone, she's a clone.
Anyways, I give him my thought. You get what I'm saying.
A clone and a daughter are two very different things.
Daughter clone. Clone daughter.
No. What? No.
Anyways. Is that the battle we're involved in now?
Oh, God, you're making my brain hurt. you're so...
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to think, man. I'm just trying to get some thoughts out there.
Keyword trying. I think so, but she didn't include anything more in her note.
Enemies of mankind, huh? Invaders are created in order to advance world death. They're basically the personification of world death itself. Does that still hold up as true? But why did she take her own life? Is it because the research wasn't going well?
See, it doesn't make sense. That seems like a bit of an overreaction. No, her experiment was advancing slowly but surely. The rejection symptoms were lessening. And if we'd had time to do more, I'm certain we could have pulled off a flawless transfusion. Mom and I were both convinced we could. But at one point, she got a notice from upper management. She was ordered to stop her research.
Oh, why?
They never told her the reason. They just said cryptoglobin transfusions were no longer required. Just like that, the research my mom had poured her life into was unceremoniously brought to an end.
And she blamed herself for being unable to succeed with her research, for bringing her daughter into it, only to get no results. I think that guilt is what drove her to suicide.
So that's what happened.
When Mom died, the first thing I felt, it wasn't sadness, but anger.
Anger?
Anger at upper management who abruptly dropped her research. And anger at my mom for giving up and taking her own life despite how important she'd insisted the mission was. I've been going on for a while. I'm sorry. Are you tired of listening? Did we take a little break?
No! I'm fine. If you're okay, you can tell me the rest.
Yeah, of course. After my mother's suicide, I snuck into Kamukura General Hospital a few times.
I wanted to know why management cut her off. And while I was looking into it, I learned about you and the others. I found information saying a special defense unit of youths with the power of cryptoglobin had been formed.
And that was us.
Maybe another researcher succeeded at the transfusion. Or maybe you had unique qualities that prevented rejection. Whatever the reason, you were all successes. So, my mom and I were no longer necessary.
I don't have any memory of receiving a transfusion. When would we actually have had it done? When I first fought in the Tokyo residential complex to protect Karawa, I could already use hemoanima. In that case, was it before then?
I looked into it, and it turned out the goal of the Special Defense Unit was to eliminate the enemies of mankind and save humanity. It was just like Mom said. When I found that out, I started thinking, if I joined the Special Defense Unit and helped save humanity, I could redeem my mother to the people who cut off her research. I could prove that what my mom and I had done wasn't meaningless.
And that's why you decided to come here? How did you get here? Did you find out where Last Defense Academy was during your search?
No, I didn't even know this place existed until I got here. How does that make sense? But the last time I snuck into Kamakura General Hospital, I just happened to find you guys.
You found us?
Everyone was sleeping inside of these weird machines. As soon as I saw you, I knew you had to be the members of the Special Defense Unit. The youths with the power of cryptoglobin. I found you just as you were about to be sent off somewhere. I figured you were going to fight against those enemies of mankind I'd heard about. It was an all-or-nothing gamble, but I went inside one of the empty machines.
Next thing I knew, I'd arrived at second to last Defense Academy.
These machines. They must have been those capsules in that weird classroom, right? So we were all put inside those and sent here from Kamakura General Hospital?
Yes, I think they stopped working because they'd fully served their purpose.
I've got to say, going through all that to get here was really reckless of you.
Even I never imagined that things would work out so well. But now that I've made it here, I want to fulfill the dream that my mom and I share. I'll fight the enemies of mankind. When humanity has been saved, I'll go to my mom's grave. Why is enemies of mankind in red? That's weird.
It's just always like
I know,
specifying it to just remind you, watch out for this.
No, but like, is the enemy of mankind really not what the enemy of mankind
They've always been, I mean, there's always been allusions to that.
And I'll proudly tell her about what we achieved here.
I see. So that's why you have such strong determination to fight.
Actually, I'm surprised that you guys were kept in the dark for so long. I never imagined you wouldn't even know about cryptoglobin. That's why I couldn't tell you about my past.
What do you mean?
At first, you all resented being brought here, seeing as no one told you anything. If only one of us knew the circumstances, the others would inevitably be suspicious. And then if everyone found out my mother was a researcher, they might even have suspected me of being behind all of this.
So that's why you decided to hide it.
I couldn't let myself get kicked out due to suspicion after everything I've done to get here. But it was painful to keep it from everybody because I felt like I was being deceptive.
But didn't Nigo notice that you'd snuck in?
I don't really know why, but he didn't seem to notice.
It was always the plan!
Even when he found out I couldn't use hemoanima properly, he just provided me a special combat suit. For when things like this happen.
And that's the artificial class armor you use?
Things probably would have been different if I'd met Sirei first, but Nigo was really nonchalant about all of it.
I still don't understand why no one told us any of this. I don't even remember receiving a cryptoglobin transfusion. All I know is that when the Tokyo Residential Complex got attacked, I was suddenly able to use this mysterious power.
Oh, about that. I haven't been able to ask until now, but did the complex really get attacked? I never heard anything about that.
Huh? You didn't? How was that possible? The whole place was in chaos. Everyone else experienced
All
it.
this music.
How could you not?
I know. That's why it's so strange. I wonder why I didn't notice.
Didn't notice? Wait. Maybe it's not a case of noticing or not. Maybe she just forgot it? Like we forgot about our transfusions?
I may have gone on a tangent there, but that's the end of my story. This is really everything. I've told you everything about me now, Takumi.
I see. I'm still shocked and confused, but anyway.
We still haven't told her anything about us, and she wants to know. She's asked like forever ago.
Thank you for telling me.
Not at all. I feel relieved to get it off my chest.
It may be a coincidence that I met you all here, but I think of everyone as good friends now. I really love all of you.
Aw.
It pains me to keep hiding things from the others, but I still want to fight as a part of this team.
Well, it's not like you're lying, per se, or even being deceitful, really. We have 26 days left. You can tell them the truth when it's over. When we've saved humanity and gotten our happy ending, they'll forgive you for being a little secretive.
Yeah, I hope so.
Death flag.
Anyway, no matter how many unsolved mysteries there are, it's all coming to an end in 26 days.
Because literally, like, oh, you can tell them everything when it's all over.
Cryptoglobin?
Yeah.
The invaders, world death, saving humanity, even the problems with our memories. None of that really matters. Not if things end happily. Let's keep protecting the schools until day 100. We'll all work together to make it happen.
We'll be fine. It's weird, but I have a feeling it'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Ever since I accepted that Nozomi and Karo are different people, I feel like I've been able to bond with Nozomi. I'm really happy that we can trust each other as allies in battle. I'm going to save humanity with her and get back to the Tokyo residential complex. Then I can return to my peaceful life.
After talking so much, I'm thirsty. Takumi, how about we have some tea in the cafeteria?
Sure, I'm parched. Sounds like a I mean, what?
Like something bad's gonna happen.
Nozomi and I left my room and spent some time chatting over tea in the cafeteria. Eventually parted ways, then once again returned to my room.
What does that achievement say?
Confidential, learn Nozomi's secret. Nozomi's story was shocking, but it really helped me organize my thoughts. At any rate, instead of racking my brain over things I don't understand, I'm going to concentrate on defending this place for the remaining 26 days. Then everything will come to a happy end. I'll do whatever it takes to get us there. Decided to stop running around for the day and spend some quiet time in my room. So I ended my 74th day at Last Defense Academy.
They've just put such a big false sense of security on everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, it was all happy ending. Yeah.
Get ready for your 75th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another. Be ready to give your...
Yeah, totally. This morning, I guess we head to the cafeteria. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and check out the cafeteria and see how everything could possibly not go horribly wrong. Next time.
Is everyone in the cafeteria?
Well, we got Gaku out here.
Yeah.
He's just chilling in.
He's still in the bio lab.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Interesting.
What if we got our next arc coming up with him? What are you doing, you?
Because he said he was talking about,
making some kind of medicine.
Bro, what are you?
I wonder if he's cooking. I mean, he's on something. He's cooking. Let him cook.
We have to cook.
Hold up. Let him cook.
Move. We have to cook.
God damn it.
Blue hair. Blue. No.